guys, I'm LeilaFox, and today we have a Deliana showcase courtesy of Bront. Now what's really fun is today's showcase is going to show you where you can use Deliana no matter where you are in the game. Whether you're early, mid, or end game, there's a place for her and there's some comps for her, so let's go check out her stats. Alright, so here's Deliana. If you guys are not familiar with her, she is she's gonna be a free login champ between now and I think, is it July 28th or something like that, somewhere in July. Basically, all you have to do is log in every single day for 7 days, any 7 days, and you get Deliana. And she is such a cool champ, guys. I have to say, I love her design. Like, they killed it with her design. Look how cool she looks. Like, she is just beautiful. Her story is great, too. Like, she's pretty much a mage, you know what I mean? Fantastic champion. And so this is how Bront has her geared. You're going to see that she has 2 pieces of resilience, she has 2 speed pieces, and then she has 2 broken pieces is what we have. And her stats, she's at 73,000 HP, her speed's at 212, not crit capped, her accuracy is at 169. 169. Yeah, she has these little like spinning balls because she's like a mage, right? I think it's really cool. They gave her such a fun design, and I love that they did that. She's so pointy. She's so pointy. Now, for the sake of the showcase, because we're showing her being usable in, you know, all kinds of different content, regardless of where you are in the game, she's not booked. She can be booked, but Bront purposely did not book her. But what we did do is she does have masteries, along with her T6 mastery as well. Okay, and if you're also not familiar with her abilities, we could take a look at them quickly. So her A1 is called Heart Stealer. Attacks all enemies, and she has a leech. So it's an AoE leech. A2 is called Withering Scorn. Attacks an enemy, has a chance of playing decreased resistance. If the target's under block buffs, also applies a debuff spread for the decreased resistance. A3 is called Know Your Place. It's an AoE block buffs, heals allies by 5% of the max HP, and fills her turn meter by 10% for each block buff attempt blocked or resisted by the enemy teams. And now her passive is called Magnificent. The passive on it increases this champ's accuracy by 2 for every 1,000 HP this champion has. Now what's really nice is considering with her passive, it makes it really, really easy to build her because of the HP to accuracy, right? Makes her easy to be able to do that. And the active is, she places a strength buff on allies for 2 turns every time her HP drops below 50%, okay? And then her aura is ally HP in all battles by 33%. All right, so as I mentioned, Bront has her set up for different content no matter where you are in the game, whether you're early, mid, or late. So we're actually gonna start with more early game content first, which is going to be Clan Boss on hard and Spider 15. All right, so here we are on Clan Boss. We're on the hard Clan Boss. And so we have a pretty, you know, simple, easier team if you are earlier into the game. So we have Deliana in lead, increase ally HP in all battles by 33%. We have High Katoon. We know High Katoon is a login champ 30 days in. War Maiden's a farmable, and you're gonna notice that she's at level 50. We have Kale. Again, Kale is a starter, and then we also have Jarag. And this is going to be on auto. So let me see if there's any AI priorities on this. Okay. So for AI priorities, High Katoon Shamanic Lightning is shut off, which makes sense. And Kale's Acid Rain is shut off. Other than that, simple plug-in and it's on auto. So we're gonna run this and you can see how much they can do. Again, this is hard, and you're gonna see that there's the login champs and some free champs as well here too, like the farmables. That this makes it easier for somebody that's early in the game looking for a way to, you know, try to find another champ to add in, or, you know, what they can do with her as well too. Let's see, her passive is why her accuracy is so low. Early game accounts can ignore accuracy and just pump in HP. Now what's nice with this too is when you are starting the game, a lot of times the recommendations will tell you is, you know, work on getting your starter to 60, which is like what you see here with Kale, right? But also the login gear that you get is the lifesteal set. It's the starter lifesteal. So you always want to toss that onto your starter, and that's what you're going to notice with him, right? starter lifesteal, and then you can always craft 2 pieces of perception. So of course that's going to help. It's going to help in all areas of the game, especially here too when we're talking clan boss. Oh, Bront also pointed out that this clan boss team is not tuned, which makes sense because again, early on in the game, I think a lot of times people don't really focus too much on tuning their teams too much because you're early in, right? And a lot of times the gear isn't great. So you kind of just do the best you can. You get your teams in there and you try to just get the damage out. So he's just pointing out that for the sake of this being more like an early game help, is that these are not speed tuned. You never saw the decreased resistance debuff symbol till now? Yeah, I want to say the resistance manipulations, I should say, right? Either increase or decrease. That's something newer. It feels like they just started kind of recently with newer champs as they're coming out, right? Like, where did we first see that? Was it with Beauregard, the dwarf? Was that the first time we had seen that? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Deliana's animations are pretty cool. Really like it. She's just really cool looking in general. Really, really love how she looks. Yeah, I think Beauregard was probably the first champ they introduced. I have to think about that. Yeah, Beauregard for the increased resistance. And then, was it Nari for the decrease? Yeah, maybe that's it. Therasek? Yep, Therasek's another one. We're talking about champs that have been introduced that manipulates resistance. So another good thing to point out here is we have Deliana in lead, and she keeps taking the stun, which is fine because she has a lot of HP. All right, so there goes War Maiden, which is all right. We're already at 8 mil. Now again on hard, I don't remember how much you need on hard to be able to get the last chest. Yeah, again, this is pretty good considering not everybody's in lifesteal. That's another really good point. Because again, we're kind of showcasing something early on for early game players that are just trying to, you know, maybe do clan boss and trying to get a team together, right? And also keep in mind too, War Maiden is a 50, so she's not a 60 either. That's another thing to point out. Yeah, and Deliana having an AoE leech early on in the game, that's a pretty big win. That's really something nice to have. Okay, to get the top chest on hard is 11.6 mil, so we're gonna get that easy. We're already at 11.2. No worries. Okay, there we go. So we're already at the max chest on hard. Okay, there goes Kale. So now we just have Jareg, Deliana, and Haikatoon left. My guess would be Deliana would be the last one standing because, again, she has the most health. There goes Jareg. Haikatoon most likely is going to drop next, and then we'll have Deliana last. But her animations are great. Oh, look at that for the surprise. Deliana dropped before Haikatoon, and there we go. All right. So we have 12.92 mil is what we have here. Okay, so this is a very easy, comfortable 1 key. Deliana did 2.8 mil. Haikatoon did 3. Jareg didn't do very much damage, but we weren't expecting that. War Maiden was at 226, and Kale did 6 mil, which made sense, right? Because again, he's our poison, he's our DPS. So again, very easy, very, very comfortable 1 key. Bront said the first time he ran this comp, he did 16 mil. Okay, so this is Clan Boss Hard. The next thing we're gonna do for earlier accounts is Spider 15 with Deliana. All right, guys, here we are. We're on Spider 15. So you're gonna see the team is Deliana, Reliquary, Coldheart, Haikatoon, and War Maiden. And we do have 1 preset on, which is for Coldheart. You're gonna see Coldheart or Heartseeker is set to a 1, okay? Everybody else, just as is. We don't touch them at all. So again, these champs, you know, War Maiden's gonna be a farmable. We do have the login champ here. You know, if you are able to get yourself a Coldheart, and then Reliquary is there as well too. You know, she does the cleanses. There might be other options for that as well too if you can't get a Reliquary. And this should also be on auto. So we're gonna start this one. Spider 15. So again, what we'll notice is this is not an HP burn type spider comp, right? So sometimes that's also one of the strats to do in spider is the HP burn kind of strat, and we don't have that here. I love that animation of Deliana's though. It looks so cool. I have to say, again, you know, like I know I keep saying it, she looks really cool and her animations are really cool too. We just love it. Again, War Maiden great in here for the decreased defense. So I think we saw that the best time we had in here was a minute 36. Coldar coming in with a Heartseeker. War Maiden drops, but not a big deal because we do have a Reliquary Tender in here as well too. Now what's also nice to point out is Deliana is Force. So what ends up happening is we know that when we're starting out, a lot of your champs are magic, right? Like your starters are magic. So having Deliana in here can help out with the difficulties that having magic champs can have, right? Because you are going to see that here too is Spider 15 is Force, which means, you know, your starters are going to struggle in here. And you know, with that, you guys that are watching this, I'd love to know, you know, where you are in the game. Are you more early, mid, or late game? And have you found some places for Deliana? Yeah, she's doing a really good job. Deliana's doing such a good job. I know Twitch chat is commenting about how she's doing damage-wise. And we'll see how much damage everybody does at the end of this. I love the animation. That's so cool. And you can also keep in mind, War Maiden's only a 50, so she kind of keeps dropping as well, too. Just in general. There we go. All right. Deliana did the most damage. She did 2.7 mil. She outdamaged Coldheart. Coldheart did 1.8. You know, we have 10, we have 206, then we have 758. And Twitch chat's kind of laughing about the bruise thing here. I know Reliquary is coming in clutch with that 10K. Now, Bront did say that this team also actually did do the best time. So a lot of times with Spider, as you guys know, it really is just a matter of RNG. Okay, so for early game content, we showed Clan Boss Hard and we showed Spider 15. So mid game, we're gonna head on over to Faction Wars. We're gonna do High Elf stage 21. All right, so here we are on High Elf stage 21. And what's nice, we got super raids, right? So we're gonna do super raids. This is more mid-game content. You know, this is having Arbiter, for example. So this team, we're gonna have Tyrell in lead, allied defense in all battles by 25%. We're gonna have Arbiter, Deliana, Yannicka, and Apothecary. We're gonna do super raids and let's run them. So of course, there's other swaps you could do. Like you could take out Apothecary and put in Tatura, for example. There's all kinds of different things you can do. Arbiter, we know she's a mission champ, right? Yannicka, she's the champ you could get for free, basically, from the clan shop, right? With tokens. And then we do have Apo, that's a rare. We do have Tyrell, that's an epic. And then Deliana is free. So of course, there's other champs that are usable. Bront said he was trying to put together something that might have been a little bit more accessible for people. Because again, we're kind of talking like mid-game. But of course, there's other options as well too. But other than Apothecary and Tyrell, yeah, so basically Apo and Tyrell are not free, but the other three kind of are. It just takes a little bit of time to get them. I'm actually still working on Yannicka myself. I'm getting really close. I have Yannicka on my free-to-play alt. I don't have her on the main yet, but I'm getting really close to that. Now, we notice with Deliana, her block buffs makes this so easy here, too. That way the man-eaters can't do their unkillables. Makes it really nice here in 21. And they're kind of just plowing through. So you are going to notice that Apo's at 50. Everybody else is at 60. You know, so he keeps dropping. No big deal, though. Okay. And the boss. So again, you guys see, I mean, pretty easy peasy. They're not really in any danger. They're doing just fine. And I keep saying, I love Deliana's animations. They're just so good. So, so good. And surprisingly, she's been doing some decent damage too. So there we have, you know, some block buffs that are up, which makes a lot of the content easy as well, too, or easier. And you guys are gonna see that for more endgame stuff, there was a Hydra comp as well too, because again, the block buffs is great in that. All right. I didn't see what the best time was. I'm not sure if they're gonna have the best time or not. They might not, because again, like Bront was saying, there's much better champs you could do here. Much better ones. Am I doing a Deliana cosplay? Oh, she would be great to do. I'm kind of obligated to do Vagabond this month though, for charity for the children. But gosh, after Vagabond in June, July is gonna have to probably be something pretty and happy. I'll have to think about what I want to do in July to offset creepy Vagabond for the kids for charity. Okay, Bront said his best time was he had Tatura in instead of Apothecary. That makes sense. Okay. All right, so we're at 320. I know, Epsy. It was because of the AMG charity relief stream event that we did. That's why I'm kind of obligated for Vagabond now. Which is okay, it's for the kids. It was for charity. Yeah, that's gonna be the last Saturday this month. Let me see. That's going to be June 25th. Remote control hoverballs for Deliana. Ooh. I like how Twitch chat's thinking. I like how Twitch chat's thinking. But you guys think I'm made of money? You guys think this stuff is free? It's kind of like when you guys wanted me to get those like robotic fox ears, but they cost a couple $100s. And I'm like, that's not free, you guys. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Okay, there we go. There we go. That is High Elf stage 21. So the best time was 326. And again, it was Tatura instead of Apothecary. We did it in 420, which was fine. We did do super raids. You can see Yannicka basically with the hard carry here, right, for 1.2. Deliana did 797 herself, which is nice. She's not built for damage, but, you know, she's doing pretty good there herself. So this is going to be more like mid-game. High Elf stage 21. All right, now for end game content, we have Hydra and we have Dragon 25. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Dragon 25 first, then we're gonna head into Hydra. All right, guys, so we're on Dragon 25. So you're gonna see the team that we have is Deliana in lead, ally HP and all battles by 33%. We do have Zavia, we have Magnar, Stagnite, and we have Vizix for our Dragon 25 team, and this is going to be on auto. So let's go. Magnar is still an epic I'm missing. I know I talk about this all the time whenever I do shard pulls. I tried to get him during his 10x as well too. I had him once and then ended up using him for whatever fusion he was in. I've never gotten him ever since. I can pull him for viewers though. I just can't pull him for myself. Go figure, right guys? All right, so now we're into more end game content. We're on Dragon 25, and then next is going to be showing off Deliana and the Hydra. And both gets to be on auto, which is really exciting too. All right, 30 seconds on stage, the first wave. Hi, Oda. If you guys are just joining in, we are doing a showcase for Deliana. And we're showing her off. Basically, no matter where you are in the game, whether you're early, mid, or end game. Who's Magnar? Magnar is this demon guy with a mallet and a tail. The red demon here. And you see, they've been perfectly fine. No issues. And we're up to the dragon. So we're also going to notice too, again, you know, 25 is force. So we have a nice force team here. We do have some spirit, and then we do have Vizix for void. And they're doing a great job just dropping down the dragon quickly. Doing a great job. Poisons. Yeah, I see some comments that block buffs on waves is really useful for early and mid game. Yeah. And you're going to see that it becomes useful in Hydra as well too. Hail Hydra. When we get into Hydra. Okay, so we're on the last bout here with the dragon. And I didn't actually even see what the best time was on Dragon 25 here. Okay, no worries. There we go. Best time was 1:15 and we did in 2:24. So Zavi with the carry for 3.1 mil. Stag Knight has 991. Deliana's at 917. So these two are pretty close to a mil. Magnar's at 1.4 mil and Vizix at 891. Now, Bront said his fastest team included Seer, which made sense. But again, this is just for a showcase with Deliana. All right, next we're going to go to the Hydra. All right, so here we are. This is actually going to be Hydra normal. So what we're going to do is this team with Deliana can do Hydra hard. But just for the sake of the content is I'm going to show Hydra normal and I'm going to show you guys that we can one key Hydra normal. Now we do have a preset, so let's show that. We do have Mother Cybele. She's fine as is. There's nothing here. Deliana, no changes. We have Leo, Arbiter, and Inquisitor Shamal. And we also have Sigmund. Now with Sigmund, you're gonna see Sigmund's down here at the bottom. His battlefield beacon is set at 1, which is an AoE provoke and decrease attack. Because remember, they did make an update on the Hydra that you can now provoke the Hydra. So that makes Sigmund valuable here as well too. So we do have that preset. Again, so we have Mother Cybele, Deliana, Leoris, Arbiter, Inquisitor Shamal, and Sigmund. And this is going to be on auto. All right, and we're gonna let them roll. Yeah, so what we're gonna find is Sigmund's great in Hydra. You're gonna see Deliana's doing her AoE block buffs. We have decreased speeds. There's all kinds of just really, really great debuffs here that we have from these champs. We know Mother Cybele has the AoE decreased speed on her AoE1 as well too. So this is a really, really good team for Hydra. And like I said, this is actually Hydra normal, just to show kind of like the easy one key that we're going to get off of this team. Hi there, hi guys. If you're just tuning in, we're doing a Deliana showcase. And so right now we have her in Hydra. Yeah, Hydra. You wish you had Shamal, he's great. You like tomato? Okay, we won't do hard then, that's fine. We're gonna just show normal. No, I won't do that then. But normally you do hard, which is fine. Okay, that's fine. What I would love to know, you guys watching this, where are you in the game? Turtle, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Follows are free and help the channel to grow, so thank you. Where are you guys in the game? Do you consider yourself more early, mid, or late game? Have you found a use for Deliana yourself? Like what kind of content are you running her in? Did you not collect her yet? Because again, it is 7 days, like any 7 days. You don't have to do 7 days in a row. All right, so you're gonna see we're at boss turn 14, we're at 3-9. And so what I'm gonna do here, guys, is when we get to the one key top chest, which is 6-6, we're going to just stop it and regroup. The reason for that is because Bront can complete Hydra on higher difficulties. Just for the sake of showing it being on auto, we're doing normal. I see a bunch of people saying we're like mid-game. Mid-game, you guys get 6-star her for Hydra. Yeah. She's gonna be useful in Hydra. End game. Thinking she might be useful for you, but not yet. You're gonna be using her and building her for Doom Tower and Hydra. Nice. So already we're at 5-4, and you guys are seeing that, I mean, they're not in any trouble. They're so many just debuffs dropping like crazy, right? Dropping like it's hot between the decreased speeds, block buffs, decreased defense, poisons. Like there's just so many great buffs here. Decreased resistance, we see that too. So we're at 5-7. All right, so Bront says on normal, he tends to one key around 3 minutes, which is right because we're at 6-4. So we're gonna end it shortly and we'll just regroup. So we got a nice, easy one key on normal. And there we go, 6-7. So as you guys see, that was a 1 key. Yeah, 1 key equals top chest. So we're gonna just stop it there because like I said, I do not want to waste his Hydra keys because you only get 3 Hydra keys a week, you guys. So we don't want to waste it. We're gonna stop it here because what he likes to do is he likes to go on higher difficulties and manuals it. But just for the sake of this showcase, we were showing auto on normal. Now the last thing we're gonna do, because my Twitch chat is obsessed with campaign farmers, is we're gonna show Deliana as a campaign farmer. So let's go do that. Here she is. Here's our girl. Campaign farmer, let's go. Get him. Oh, look how she smacks. You go, girl. 8 seconds on that first wave. Gosh, those animations are so cool. Love it. All right, there we go. 22 seconds for Deliana as a campaign farmer. Yeah, this wasn't good affinity for her, but hey, she was solid. What can I say? So Bront, thank you so much for the showcase. Guys, I hope you learned something here. Like I said, leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you're doing with her. What content are you running her in? Where are you finding her useful? Have you not done anything yet as well too? I would love to know. And, you know, I gotta say, I'll probably end up building her as well, too. I think she's gonna be so good in Hydra, like we were talking about. Guys, so thank you so much for watching. Leave some comments down below on what you're doing with Deliana and, you know, how you think of her. And Bront, thank you so much again for letting us showcase her. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, check out some more videos up here in the playlist on the top right.